Okay, good evening, everyone. We are going to start flying from Hermosillo, Mexico, to a direction about 146 degrees, and it's about 120 miles. I don't even know what the name of that place is. The airport's called Ciudad Oregon International. Anyway, the ICO, the airport number is MMCN, Mary Charlie November. So I'm just going to start flying south. I still don't remember how to use the GPS. We're just going to hit the gas and take off. Fly about 146 degrees, 146. Weather looks to be nice. I'm doing real-time weather, and I've changed to daylight hours. I'm flying the 172 float plane so we can land on any water that we see. Love my float planes. And it's going to be VFR, low and slow, baby, low and slow. I am going to I'm going to set the altitude to hold my heading so I can figure out where I'm going here. Alright, so I need to go to 142. I need to go south. This is Hermosillo, Mexico. Airport looks to be right downtown. Nice little airport. Now that's funny, it doesn't say Hermosillo. I did land at it. There's Hermosillo right there. 5 miles away. Weird. Okay, here's the town. I need to fly 146. It's going south down the coast. Pretty much south. And let's see here. 40, 30, 46. Yeah, the elevation tonight should be sea level. The mountains are over there. We're not going inland yet. In Mexico, they have a pretty good mountain range. 15,000 feet. I don't really know how to fly this plane yet. So I'm going to just kind of go down this coast here while I figure out how to fly the Garmin. And again, I'm definitely open to suggestions. Here's Hermosillo. All right. I'm saying about 146, so I'm going to stay at this heading here. And right there. Until I can figure out how to fly this plane here. I think there was a... You'll see on the last one we did, I figured out how to do this, but unfortunately, let's see, heading. Nope. Let's hold altitude. I figure by the time I fly around the world, I should know how to use this Garmin pretty well. Heading select, toggle, holding heading. Alright, so it looks like it might hold the heading. And we'll do the altitude hold. Okay, so looks like what it's doing is following the bug here. So I need to, yeah, that makes sense. Okay. Let me go back here. I gotta change the heading bug here. Let's see here. To 146. What was I thinking? Of course, it's going to hold a heading on where I need it to hold it, but I need it to be at 146. I see right here. It's telling me where I am here.
Cessna, Juliet, India. Live acknowledged. Last transmission.
Okay, okay. She's telling me to... Yes, ma'am. Hang on, hang on. Why do I have airport on here? Tower. Acknowledge frequency change. Thank you. Have a nice day. Okay, so at 146, I'm going to turn on heading. Let's see if it takes me over to it. Come on, baby. There we go. I think that means I'm trying to turn. It doesn't look like it's changing here. Maybe autopilot. There we go. Okay. So this should take me to 146. Altitude, I'm going to do altitude hold. Until I can figure out what I'm doing here. Alright, so I've got the heading correct. I'm going to do the altitude hold is on. Stays at 2,000 feet. Let's go outside and take a look at what we're going on here. Alright, I don't have any mountains in my path here. Also, the coast is right over there. That should be, well, it's not right over there, but looks like the landscaping here is pretty flat. To the east is mountainy. Ooh, look at that water. But let's go landing. What say you? Let's go land in the water. Let's go landing. Let's turn the autopilot off. And let's go land in the water. What do you think? Oh, autopilot must still be on because it won't cut off. There we go. Let's go land in the lake here. Okay. Looks like a pretty big lake. What's the name of this lake here? El Avaco. Let's see here. Pull up my map. Like a reservoir doesn't. Oh, it's Presa Abador Rodriguez. All right, let's see. Where is it here? Where? Oh, I missed it. Went over to the monitor here. Okay, so we're going to do a quick landing here in the water. Throw out a fishing line to see if we can pick up something here. Looks like a reservoir. What we're going to do here, I'm going to land on the tributary here. Landing gear up. Actually, I think I'm going to put my gear down. Sometimes it thinks it's on the ground. Okay, my gear is not coming down. Oh, there it goes. Okay. Doesn't know that it's in the water, thinks it's on ground, and then I get stuck when I'm supposed to be in the water. You know, it's swamp water, so it's probably pretty shallow, and in real life, we would not do this. Okay, throw down some flaps here. Interesting little place here. See if we can land in here without tearing it up. Scare the locals there. Airspeed is 100. Slow it down. Alrighty, full flaps. 30 degrees. Yeah, it looks like they must be the sewer treatment plant. That way, if I have my gears down, If it thinks it's land, I can still go puttering. There's somewhere to put the rudders down on this thing too. I don't know how. Airspeed 70. Oh, I didn't need to come down the tributary. This is doing just fine.
Gears down for runway landing.
Yes, I know the gear's down to runway.
Gears down for runway landing. Gears down for runway landing.
Okay.
Gears down for runway landing.
Yay. Looks pretty narrow. Not real clean water.
Gears down for runway landing.
Okay. Put up the flaps here. Get out and get a fishing pole here.
Gears down for runway.
Okay, so I need to shut that dude up.
Gears down for
So
runway landing.
where do I go over here? Alarm. Click on
Gears
alarm.
down for
I
runway
figured that one
landing.
out there. Dude was really annoying, and I figured out. How do you make that dude be quiet? Okay, I don't see any boat docks or anything around here. Bet there's some good camping over here, though, huh? Beautiful day. There are no boat docks. Okay, so that is called the Presa Abalario Rodriguez. Kind of interesting. It looks like it goes right over here to the town. This way. Put some flaps down here. Looks like they might have a boardwalk that comes right up to it here. Do some flaps here. Take off and take a look at this. Interesting. My graphic card is not too heavy duty, so I don't have any boats or anything out here. Understand there's an add-on that you could put that'll show the marine what are they called, AIG, the identifier for marine boats. 50 miles an hour here. Not gaining a whole lot of speed here. Put my gears up here. I don't know if I'm gonna land anymore here. Alright. Let's go take a look at it. It looks like the water kind of comes right up to the town. And I'm not sure why I'm not getting any altitude here. I know I'm gonna put 100% fuel in here. Usually I'll max the weight out just to give me a challenge. I think I only put my fat self in here 200 pounds. Okay. Just want to look at the water in the town, see what's here. We're not heading in the right direction. Just wanted to take a look at the reservoir, what's around in here. Kind of looks like an irrigation canal that I came to land in. Cool, there's the main road. Heading out of town. Okay. Well, let's head on to our destination here. Looks like a pretty lake. They've got a spillway here. A walking path or something right here. Yeah, must get the people, must get their water from there. Interesting. How green it is. Bet you can find some boats on this. Okay. Railway station. Victoria, I don't know what that is. Looks like got a point of interest right there. Wonder what that is. Oh, there's a river over here. It does look like a... Oh, okay, we'll strafe this and see what this is. Not sure what that is. A town, a point of interest? It's a park. Let's try to land in it. Huh. Oh, cool. It's got a basketball park. Okay, let's see. There's some water over here. So it must be a river. Interesting. What direction is it? Where we're heading? That's kind of where we're heading. Let me look on the map here and see. Where it's heading here. Anybody in this area? Is this a navigable? You put boats in this thing, this lake, or is it just a creek? And going in the wrong direction, so I can't land on it. I don't see a dam there, so it must just be a creek or something. Okay, let me get back on course here. Let's get back on course here. So I need to go to 146. I'm going to turn data padded on. Oh, look at that. It's automatically going to go to the heading. Heading's on. Okay. And I don't know what the altitude. Oh, there's mountains there. Okay, well. That was kind of cool. Alrighty, so I need to see what is my feet permitted here? How does it tell me my rate of climb? 500 feet right here, I think. 450. Okay, well that's good because we had to get over these mountains. Okay. So what we're going to do now is I have to figure out how to program the GPS again. How to program the GPS so I can figure out where I'm going. Ay. Okay. You guys are probably yelling, going, click here, click there. All right, well, I've got the heading right. Got the heading correct. I could read the instruction manual. I'm sure if I were really doing this, I'd probably know how to do this. Okay, fuel is full. I did put full fuel. I'm going in the right heading right for a mountain, so I'm going to pile into it. That's why I have daylight, so I can see what I'm doing. Okay, folks, let's see here. That's the enter button, menu button. Crap. All right, let's do a VOR. I might be able to figure out the VOR, because there's a VOR on the sectional here that I can probably navigate to until I figure this out. So it'll run into the mountain here. Only have 7 hours in this aircraft. Look at that, we're heading right for the mountains here. Survey says, am I going to make it over the mountain? I think I can, I think I can. Alright, let's go back over here. And let's see here. Okay, there's range. Let's see how far. Oh, look at that. Oh, yeah. That's it. Okay, so how far out can I go? Ooh, man, I can go a long way. Oh, yeah, okay. 150 degrees MMGM. Wow, I love GPS. Don't know how to use it. Okay, gonna hit that tower. Now see, if I sit on this side, I'm not gonna hit it. If I sit on this side, I'm gonna whack right into it. Well, let's see here. Disengage autopilot. Unbelievable. Okay, let's do unengaged autopilot real quickly. If I can figure out how to do that, I need to go turn the autopilot off, and I'm gonna fly through the valley here. How fast am I doing? 117. Okay. Whoa. I don't know, some lousy mountain in the way here. We'll bust through this mountain and then we'll put it back in autopilot. Airspeed's good.
500.
Yeah, I know, 500 feet. We'll go through here and I'll bust out the other side, hopefully. Uh-oh. Well, let's see if I can get over this 115. Oh my God, am I gonna make it over it? I'm gonna go right through this little 97, 95. Oh yeah, I got it. I got it, look at that. Shoot, that was easy. Hi folks. Probably hikers up there. All right, let's go back into where we were doing here. That was easy. Put it back on autopilot. See if it goes back to the bug at 146. Yes, it did. Okay. Okay, so go back over to here. So I'm going in the right direction. Oh no, it's about 120 miles south. Man, GPS, how did we fly before that when we just had VOR? I would have flown VOR to here and then flown. I would have flown the VOR from here to here. What do you mean 500? How can you mean 500? Hey, what's going on down there? Oh, down the mountain ridge. Get your head outside the cockpit. Oh, look at that. All right, well, I'd like to know how to use the GPS here. All right, so I know I have to do something like direct to. I want to go direct to, and then Do you move this? CDI. What's a CDI? No letter. Nothing's happening. Map range control. Oh, crap. Okay, there's another set of mountains. Hurry up. Okay, so how do I make those? Oh, look at that, just by clicking on it. I wonder if that's true, if you can really do that. Okay, so ident facility. I'm going to guess it's this. No, not this. This? No. Flight plan, I'm guessing that's flight plan page. Let me see here. Toggle procedures. No, I don't want to do that. Enter, accept. Okay. Direct to flight plan. Let's try flight plan. How do we get letters up there? How do I get letters up there? Oh, wait. Now that's weird. What did I do to get letters? Okay, where am I going to? Ooh, look at that. All right, where am I heading to? Look outside the window. I can get that done before I hit that mountain. All right, where am I heading to? Look at my flight plan, which I don't have. I just have it written down. I'm going to fly to MMCN. MMCN. So I'm looking for MMCN. And then now what? No. I don't want to go to Russia. Russia's being very bad now. Okay, so I don't want that. I need to. No, I don't want to activate it. Give me another character. Crap. Thinks I'm going to Russia now. I don't want to go to Russia. Russia's being very bad. Okay, so I got an M on here. How do I move over? This? No. Flight plan? No. Clear, I don't want that. No. How about menu? Okay, folks, how do you change it over here? Push it, pull it, twist it. Clear, cancel, remove. Enter, accept. I don't want to enter, accept. I want to add more. Procedures page. I don't want that. I want the flight plan. Okay, folks. How do I move that cursor over? Com receiver? No. Well. Okay, well, I better look outside here. Crap, I can't look outside I can't look up. Okay, what's going on here? I can't get out of my screen here. Okay, this is bad. This is very bad. Shoot. I can't seem to get out of this picture. Okay, what's going on here? Come on, board, let me out. Okay, clear it. There we go. I have no idea what happened. Okay. You guys are probably having a good laugh. You're probably yelling, going, do this, do that. Alrighty, so I'm going in the correct direction. I can see on the GPS. let's see here, MMCN. All right, so let me change the rain here. MMCN, MMCN. Anybody see it? Go out a little more, a little more, a little more, a little more. Oh, I'm going in, dummy. All right, MMCN, I'm heading right toward, there it is right there. Can I just click on it and say I want to go there? MMCN, okay. So I'm heading right toward it, that's good. Let's look up, make sure I'm not going to hit all. Oh, crap. Looks like I've cleared it. It's kind of cool. Wow, nice. Yeah, I don't need no stinking GPS. Maybe I just go flying. Would like to learn how to use the GPS though. So over there is a coast, I think. We're gonna thread the needle right through there. All right, I gotta figure this out. Getting closer. There's a mountain there, so there's MMCN. Okay, so let's just say I want to go to MMCN. I'm going to go to flight plan. I'm going to activate this. Enter flight plan. Okay, there's good. So how in the world do you change that to the next character? Enter. Enter. Enter menu. Okay. Come on, you guys. How do I make that go to the next character? What's this? Receiver. No. Push that. No. Push this. No. Push that. No. No. Okay. Gotta get out of flight plane here. How do you escape now? I gotta look outside the window. Okay. Great. I can't get out of this screen here. Hold. Activate. Help. Oh, there we go. Oh, Lord. I gotta fly.
500.
Yeah, I know. Okay. I gotta unactivate. Okay. Quick.
500.
Yeah, I know. How do you turn autopilot off right there?
500.
Yes, okay, autopilot is off. I'm getting some thermals right here as soon as I took the autopilot off. Alright, let's go flying here.
500.
Yes, I know. So I know where I'm going through this valley, so let's go through the valley here. Airspeed is good. Let's change our view.
500.
Must be some wind here. 500. Not a whole lot out here. Pretty good open country out here. Beautiful country, wow. I just basically run full throttle the whole time. It's a rental. Okay. Alright, let's put autopilot back on here. Let's go back inside. Go down. Engage the autopilot. On altimeter, turn the altimeter. Oh, altimeter's already on. Okay. All right. Should be good for a couple of minutes here. And they got some rugged land. Huh. I think we're gonna make it over this hill. Yeah, let's go. We're good. So let's go back down here to what I was trying to do here. Okay, somebody tell me how to do this. I got the M. I need to change this. So it's somewhere down here. Man, range map. All right, well that zooms in, but CDI. What is a CDI? Enter. I thought it was like an enter. Enter accept. Well, that didn't work. Still going to Vietnam. Party. Desert
500.
towards the coast. All right. Back down inside the cockpit. Okay, folks, how do you do this? How do you do this? All right. Flight, toggle flight plan page. Okay, that's not it. Program, toggle procedures. What is procedures? That's not it. Clear, cancel, remove. Well, I don't want to clear, cancel. Press this to interact. Activate. No, I don't want to activate. Just want to change. Oh, I changed it to R's now. Well, who cares if I... Gotta figure out how to change that. Push cursor. Push. Navigate. No. Push. Big mountain range. Come on, boys. Well, I'm going to see where I'm going to, but I want to know how to do this. I figured this out once before. Map and range control. Adjust map zoom. Pan, toggle mouse. So there's a way to mouse this. To lock it. I am stooped. Hold to lock. Yeah, I see the map. I'm getting close to that mountain here. Let's go on the outer ring. There it is. Got it. It's the outer ring. Oh my God. Okay, get to MM. Up there, MM. Go to the outer ring and go move over one more. MMCN. Oh shit, too far. Shows I'm getting close to that mountain. MMC. Hurry up. Hurry up. MMC. Let's see if I can go up. I still got a little time. I can do this. I can do this before I crash. MMC. Go here. Go over one. MMC and N. Go this way. JKLMN. And then enter. Boom. Activate. Activate. Boom. Boom. Got it. Excellent. Okay, so now I can go play. I don't really need to. It looks like it's going to be just fine getting over this mountain. Interesting. If I can remember how to do that. Okay, so let's go inside and find out. Okay, information. What kind of information can I get? I'm doing 135 knots. Something to something. This distance to whatever. ETA is 28 minutes. All right, good. Fuel, everything's all right here. Hey, look at that, the mountains. Why are they taller than the airplane? What does that mean? Dope. Excuse me. Okay. Peeky poo. Okie dokie. Turn autopilot off, homeboy. Turn autopilot on. Where's your mouse? Oh my God. Okay, this is bad. Oh shit. Where's my mouse? Oh, come on, really?
500.
I know, I can't. Oh crap, I can't get my mouse. Autopilot is still on. I can't get my mouse over here to. Oh shoot. Would autopilot disengage, I hope?
500.
Okay, it looks like autopilot will disengage here. It'll keep me on the same heading, but it'll let me change my altitude. Come on, baby, come on, you can do it.
500.
Wahoo! Alright, so it keeps me on the same altitude. I couldn't get my mouse over to turn the autopilot off. And I'm sure there's a shortcut to it. It must be windy in here. Look at that, man. Oh shoot. Remember, it'll keep you on the same heading here. You better start climbing, boy, you're gonna crash. Oh, I think it disengaged. Okay. Alright, so it looked like when I overcorrected it disengaged the autopilot. That's pretty good. Learned something tonight. Okay. Ooh, look at the purple rocks. What do you guys got down in Mexico? What is purple? Is that like a gemstone or something? Gemstone, get it? Got it on. Okay. Okay, whoa, whoa, whoa. Airspeed 130. Alright, so now I got my GPS going so we can fly a little bit here. Nowhere to really land out here. There's a town over here. Kind of out in the boonies out here. fly this mountain range here, and man, this baby is just diving. As soon as I let off the stick, I want to go into a tail dive. Now I know where I'm going on my GPS, so I don't really care. Airspeed 97. Get over this ridge. Whoa. 85 miles an hour. It's a little windy here. Yeah, RPMs have gone down. What happened here? Wow. 70 miles an hour. I'm not going to get over this ridge. Must be pretty windy right here or something. See if I can get some altitude and get on the other side of this ridge. 78 miles an hour. I'm going to stay down this ridge. Yeah, I got to follow this ridge here. Wonder if I can squeeze through there. Dare I? 75, yeah, I can squeeze through here. I can squeeze through here. 80 mile an hour. There we go. There's a hiker right there. There's a diamond right on the side of the hill there. Let's land and pick it up. Now there's a desert and it looks like the coast is over in that area. I don't know why I'm flying in the mountain range here. I don't know why I'm flying in the mountain range. Let's get out of the mountain range here. Crap. Guess I should gain some altitude here because I'm going to end up having to go to the coast before I can get out of here. Alright, let's start heading south a little bit and see if I can get out of here. That might be the ocean right there. Kind of looks like it, doesn't it? Kind of looks like it. Try to head south a little bit more. Can't get off the stick here. I'll just go into a nosedive if I let go. Get. Got some rocky mountain ranges around here. Yeah, you have to do a land out here. It would really kind of suck. Okay. Ooh, more mountain ranges. Okay, so I'm on the... Wow, look at the mountain range here. That's pretty cool. Going down. Oh, yeah, this thing is trimmed out. Guess I need to fix my trim. Okay, let's see where I am here. I love it. Oh, get out of the mountain there, bud. So that must be the mountain range at 11 o'clock here, so I need to go to the left of that. Maybe right in here. Ahoo! I'll let go of the stick for a second. Alright, let me get a little altitude. See where I am on the great scheme of things. No, I'm still not out of the mountain range. Okay. Yes, that's 500. 500. So we'll pop over this hill. We'll just go right in between these mountain ranges right here. 116, plenty of power. See if there's anybody up here. I could almost land on that. Oh, I could land on this. Take a look at this. You wanted me land? Land on this plateau here. Okay, let's do. I can't help myself. All right, let's see here. Here, get my landing gear down. Gonna crash. My landing gear coming down. There goes my landing gear. The road down here. Put my flaps on. Let's land on that plateau. Why the heck not, huh? Why? I don't know. It's there. Not so much flap here, buddy. Alright, landing gear down. Landing gear's down. 80 miles an hour. This looks like a nice plateau to land on, doesn't it? I mean, it's just very inviting. Okay, airspeed 100. Throw some more flaps on. What's my airspeed? 80, 85. Max flaps, full flaps.
500.
Yes, I know.
Gears down for runway landing.
Yes, I know. I've geared down for runway landing. Thank you very
Gears
much.
down for runway landing. Gears down for runway landing.
40.
Gears down for runway landing.
Stall. Stall.
Gears down for runway landing.
Stall. 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 Stall.
Gears down for runway landing.
Stall.
Okay.
Down for runway landing.
Let's see where we are here.
Gears down for runway landing. Gears down for runway landing. Gears down for runway landing.
Okay.
Gears down for runway landing.
Uh-oh. Let me get up the hill here. I think I'm going to fly right off that cliff right there. I think that's what it looked like. Give myself a little run up over here.
Gears down for runway landing.
Okay, George needs to be quiet. We'll fly right over that cliff. I think it's right over there is where we could go. And the effects of going uphill are actually noticeable. Let's see if I can make it around this corner here. Somehow I'm not believing that a seaplane with little BDO tires could make it off this. Alright, let's go. Let's throw some flaps on here. And let's get going here. How about right there?
Gears down for
I think it was right here. Airspeed, come on baby, come on baby, come on baby. Come on baby, come on baby, come on baby, come on baby.
gears down.
Oh, we got it, 45. Whoa, we got it, we got it. Woohoo. Oh yeah. Easy. Easy peasy. What's my flaps here? That was easy. Flaps are already gone. Beautiful. Put the gears back up. I think we're on the correct course. Yes, I have crash detection off. Okay, let's see here. Oh, dirt road, so there's somebody coming around here. Got like a wild boar trail or something here. Yahoo! Alright, so we are going to zoom through this. Oh, there's a car tracks here. We might have been out four-wheeling. We're going to zoom in between this mountain range here. And check out the GPS. I think this gets us out of the mountain range here. Should have fixed my trim. Alrighty, my heading is... Alright, so we're out of the mountain range here. We're on the east side of the mountain range. Oh, you put these big old fat pontoons on here. This baby does not have a climb rate at all. As soon as you get a little angle on this thing, it just poops out. Okay, let's see where we are now. Here. Beautiful. Alright, we're heading in there.
500.
So it's at 12 o'clock, so I need to set my trim here. Oops. Oopsie daisy. So we're heading directly to where we're heading. How about that? Okay. Let's see here. Let's go back over to the mountain. I don't see any water anywhere. I would land right here. I've got the crash detection off. But I've gotten stuck before. Even with the crash detection off, it'll put you in a rut. I was landing up a hill one time, and like that hill right over there. And I was landing up the hill, and there was a rut, and I got stuck in the rut. And I couldn't go forward, and I couldn't slide back. My thought was that if that did happen, the gravity would pull me backwards, but it didn't work. I just got stuck and had to restart the sim, so I don't want to do that. Okay. So the reason I picked this direction down here is because there's a whole bunch of mountain ranges over there, and it really is active flying. I mean, basically you would have to set it at, I would set mine at 500 feet climb rate and fly through the mountains, and there's nothing really over there. There is a point of interest over on the Atlantic side, over on the east side of Mexico, that I think that we're not going to hit on the way back, because what we're going to do is we're going to go down to South America, fly around South America, and then head back up the east coast of Mexico, and then go over to Cuba, Jamaica, and Florida, and then up Florida up the east coast to Nova Scotia, and then cross the Atlantic up there. That's our plan as of right now. And yes, when I cross the Atlantic, I'm going to be real fuel on it. And I actually did the flight. I don't remember where, but it was out in the middle of nowhere, and I did the flight. I had enough fuel to make it in real time. I went up to about 12,000 feet, leaned it out really good, and I made it to an airport with fuel. And went over to, what, Iceland or Greenland or whatever. I didn't go over to England, but there was a air base between, I don't know, what is it, Iceland and England. So there was an air base there to get fuel, so I don't think there's going to be any problem. When I get over to Europe, we're probably just going to go head over to Asia, and then come through Canada, Alaska, down Canada. Probably stay on the coast, back down to Arizona where I started. But it should be some pretty good flying. I do want to hit the points of interest on the way. There's one here in Mexico that I do want to hit. It is some rock formation, so that's where we're heading now. Again, to get over the mountain range is kind of tough. So I'm just heading south, and then I'll head immediately east. When the peninsula narrows down a little bit, I'll head directly east. But this one is a little easier flying. To land is much smoother here. I have it on real weather, but the weather's always been like this, so I guess it's just nice weather. It's in the winter time. I thought there would be a little bit more weather, but that's okay. I'm sure during the trip is over it'll be raining and flooding and lightning and stuff. But flying in good weather is very nice because you can see the ground. Pretty countryside. Alrighty, so I ought to be getting close. And let's secure. Yep, I'm getting close here. And what is that? 14 minutes ETA. Let me contact the tower. I need to get autopilot on. AP on. Hopefully the altitude will stay. Oh, good. Altitude on. Okay. So let's see if I can contact them now. Looks like, so let's see if I can figure this out here. I need to zoom in on this. The heading is 1-4 something. It's either the track is 146 where I'm going, and it needs to be 142. So let's turn the bug over here a little bit. Where's my buggy heading? So let's see here. 14, 120, 30, 40. So I'm going to change the bug a little bit to the left here. Go outside the window and make sure I don't hit anything. Okay. Alright, so I think that's a little bit more MMCN. So let's see if I can contact the tower. Altitude here. Mazatlan. Nope. Nearest airport. Not quite here yet. MMCN, there it is. Cuba Dubudu MMCN. There it is. To the ATIS.
Obregon Airport information, uniform 1800 Zulu. Wind 310 at 4.
Nothing.
Tree.
Minus 3 miles.
Clear. Temperature 14. Dew point 10. Altimeter tree 0.00. Visual runway tree 1 in use. Landing and departing runway tree 1. VFR aircraft say direction of flight. All aircraft read back hold short instructions. Advise controller on initial contact. You have uniform.
So it's 3-1, so I've got to go.
Obregon Airport information, uniform 1800 Zulu. Wind tree 10 at 4. Visibility, tree. Sky condition, clear.
4 knots,
Temperature,
okay.
14.
Let's see here. We're going to land.
Obregon Tower, Cessna Juliet, India Mike is 30 miles northwest, 1,100 feet with uniform to land. Cessna Juliet, India.
Yep,
Obregon Tower.
runway 310 at 4. Left traffic 31.
Make left traffic, runway 31.
So we're going to make left traffic. At
Make
3-1.
left traffic, runway 31, Cessna Juliet, India Mike.
Alright, 31, so it's going to be heading totally the opposite way, but that's okay. Actually, I'm already on this side of the runway. How do you pull this in a little bit there? Range. Oh, yeah, look at that. Oh, look at that. Left traffic, so if I have to come this way, So, left traffic, I need to come in from this direction right here. Left traffic, 4 knots. Wind is it? From 310. Perfect. Okay. Perfecto. So we are good. I'm going to gain a little altitude here. Guess I could learn how to do that. Altitude. Let's see here. Let's see if I can do some altitude here. Where's my altitude here? Where's my altitude bug here? I don't know where I am. Oh, there it is. What's that? 9,000 feet? Okay, well. And let's go heading set. I think it's called vertical navigation. And where's my vertical navigation here? Select altitude. Heading. Okay, vertical. Oh, here. Vertical speed. Where do you see the heading? Adjust. Where am I don't see the adjusting here. Oh, here it is. No 100. No. Nose up. Okay, so I need to do altitude here. Vertical navigation is on. Let's turn that off. Let me get my nose up somehow. Altitude, select and hold. I don't, where's my altitude? Oh, it's 9,000 feet. Or is that 90 feet? Is that 17,500? Yeah, I think it is. And I got it nose a vertical speed. Where is it? Tell me vertical. Oh, vertical speed right there. Nose up. Oh, there it is. 500 feet a second. Now I thought this was, it's on. Okay, altitude is off. Okay, so the vertical speed. Ah, look at that, it's working. Okay, so I'm going to change the altitude to 3,000, 16,000. There we go. We'll do 5,000 for practice. I'll do 5,000 feet. At 500 feet a second. Let's see what we're looking at here. Oh, beautiful. Okay. Now we'll head over to here. I will zoom in here. I will zoom in. Okay, so we're going to make left base here. I'm at 10 minutes out. Gain some altitude. I'm 500 feet a minute. I'm, how many miles out am I? Where does it tell me how many miles out I am? I am. It tells me I'm 10 minutes out. That right there? 20, yep, 20 miles, okay. Okay, beautiful. So we are going to do the landing gears up or down. Landing gears up. Okay. So what is 14 degrees? How's the temperature? Where does it tell me the temperature in this plane? Right, that must be the airport right there. I'm still climbing, which is good. Put my fuel pump on, put my rotating and collision lights on. What's this? Nav lights on, okay. And flaps are up. Somewhere in here must tell you the temperature. Outside air temperature is 20 degrees Celsius. Let me change that to American. 20 degrees Celsius. Let me ask Google. What is 20 degrees Celsius in Fahrenheit? Oh, 7 degrees is beautiful. Okay, well, I don't need no pido heat. I don't need no pido heat. It's 70 degrees out here. Okay, so we're doing good. We're climbing. Our altitude is... What? Oh, sorry. That's 97 miles an hour. We're at 2,400 feet. And I will stay at 24. Let's see here. Let me change this here to 5,000, 4,000. We'll go 2,500. $2,600. Okay. We'll do 2,500. Let's see. Did it go back up to? Excellent. Alright, looks like I'm a little off course here, so I'll change the heading bug a little to few degrees. I don't know why it zooms in like that. I want to go a little few more degrees this way. Altitude is 2,600. Airspeed is good. Heading... whatever CDI is, but okay. I wonder if it has an ILS. No idea how to do ILS. Somebody teach me how to do ILS. All right, the airport should be off my Chattanooga International Airport. Santa Barbara. I didn't know we were still in California. Guess I would be transitioning this airspace here. Let's see what that is here. Let's see here where we are. That's Champo Airport. China Bamboo Poo. So the airport is right on the freeway here. Perfect. So I guess I could call Santa Barbara and say, hey man, I want to transition. Let me see here. Nah. Okay, so let's go back inside here. Let's go check this out. Change heading a little bit here. Heading bug. Heading right here. Wrong direction. Let's go this way. And it's autopilot. It's awesome. I learned how to fly. We didn't have autopilot. I was lucky to have a VOR. Okay, so this is a little town of that right there. Farmland. Ooh, there's water. There's a canal through here, no wonder. Got a river going through here. It's one of the farmland. Yeah, very cool. Water table must be pretty close to the surface. Huh. Any guys live there? Anybody live at that town right there? Got a lot of little airports here. Club Aero Airplane Club. Huh. Airport there, something airport, Takeoff Airport. These kind of look like farmer airports. You know, farmers have their own little grass strip here. That's pretty cool though, there are a lot of them. Let's go check one out. Let's go check in an airport here. Let me disengage autopilot. I don't think I could get lost here. Okay. What do we want to do? I want to go check out this airport here. This one looks like a little grass strip. Turn my Tigre Airport. I'm going to put my landing gear down. I don't think I'm going to land, but you know, you never know. Just want to see what kind of airport they are. Oh, look at that. They have like a dual canal here. Huh. That's really something. What does that really look like? I mean, it looks like there's a island in between the thing. It's like it's flooded or something when they took this picture. Yeah, it does. Then it looks like it's flooded. Yeah, look at that. They got a bridge here. That is really weird. I mean, it does. It looks like it, when they took this picture, it was flooded. That's really cool.
500.
Wow. All right, let's go look at this little airport here. Yeah, when they took that picture, it was flooded. Nice farmland. Wow, a lot of farmland. Okay, so yeah, this looks like a little farmer airport. Grass, packed gravel maybe. Yeah, the farmers have their own airport. Looks like solar panels. There's another one over here somewhere. Oh yeah, here's another elk or something airport. We'll do a touch and go. Let's do a touch and go. See if Farmer Joe comes out and yells at us. Got his own nice little hangar out here. Yeah, I wonder they just gotta be the... Of course, I don't know, there's a school or something right there. 60.
Gears down for runway landing.
We'll do a touch and
Gears
go.
down for
Oh, we
runway
got a
landing.
fuel station. Look at that.
Gears down for runway landing. Gears down for runway landing.
Yep, there's a little runway.
Gears down for runway landing.
Whoa.
Gears down for runway landing. Gears down for runway landing. Gears down for runway landing.
All right, let's take off here. But yeah, there's a fuel station there.
Gears down
All
for
right,
runway
I'm gonna
landing.
go look at that gas station here. Just, I
Gears
don't
down
need
for
gas,
runway
but I'm
landing.
just kind of curious if
Gears down for runway landing. Gears down for runway landing.
Farmer doesn't mind.
Gears down
I
for
mean, it's an
runway
airport, so they put a fuel station there.
landing. Gears down for runway landing.
Okay, okay. Gears down for runway run. Got it.
Gears down for runway landing.
Thank you.
Gears down for runway landing.
All right, so let's check this out here. So this is, yeah, there's a gas station here. So there must not really be gas stations, but Microsoft put one here. If it's an airport, have some fuel. I'll be darned, it is. Huh. Interesting. And the graphics are amazing. Okay, I'm gonna do no flaps. What? Take off on the road? Man, the Federale gonna come get me. You want me to take off from the road when there's an airport right there? Fine, okay. Let's take off from the road. Fine. Get in your least left seat. There we go. Alright, we're gonna take off from the road, but what if somebody shows up here? Somebody paint my tail number so they can't see me. 40, 50. Easy does it, easy does it. Okay, we're gonna hit this bump and then take off. We're at 70. Boom. Okay, where's our airport here? Labrador Airport. I want to go there. I think that's our airport right there. That airport was to the that's our airport over here. Yeah. Go to the Labrador. Wonder what kind of dogs they have at that airport. So I wonder what that runway is going to look like on my landing thing, that I get a credit for landing at the airport. Okay, so enter left base, runway 31, I believe. Get a little altitude here. Let's see the airport. I think my flaps are up. Yeah, a lot of farmland. El Toro. I wonder what those are, those little building looking things. I don't think they're points of interest, but okay, there, I can see the runway now. Make sure I'm at the right runway. Yes. Be a little embarrassing to land at the wrong runway. Oh, I'm not a passenger. Okie dokie, let's see here. Flat lands out here. Santa Ana. A lot of farmland out here. Ooh, they got a canal right here too. One of these plates I'm gonna land on a canal. See what happens. Get to Europe, they got a lot of canals. Alrighty. There's the airport. There's runway 31. Enter downwind left. Altitude is 1400. That's probably good. It's, I don't know what the airport elevation is, but it's okay. A lot of farmland. Got a broken runway, big broken runway.
Cessna Juliet India, Mike with call, clear to land runway 31.
Okay. Yes, I'll be there. Just hang on a second here.
Clear to land runway 31 Cessna Juliet India Mike.
All right. Altitude. Wow. Coming in hot, boys. I got full flaps on. Looks like a nice airport. Okay, a little shot my base leg.
500.
Airspeed 90. Look what that is over there. Look at that to the left there. Huh. Doesn't look like
Gears down for runway landing. Stall. Stall. Stall.
Cessna, Juliet, India. My turn, next taxiway.
look at that. I got nose up. There must be a headwind here or something. That is funny. Look at this. My weight and balance can't be that far out. What is going on here? Huh. Oh. I've never seen that before. Look at that.
Cessna, Juliet, India. My turn, next taxiway.
Let's see if I can get off of this. Yep. Wow, look at that. I've never seen that before. I wonder if that's true. Nice airport.
Cessna, Juliet, India. My turn, next taxiway.
It's funny now she's telling me how to get off of here. I don't know why. Alright, folks, so we are going to...
Juliet, India. My contact ground on 118.3.
We are going to call it a night here. Interesting flight. Let's see here, contact
118.3
ground.
for Cessna, Juliet, India, Mike. Obregon ground, Cessna, Juliet, India. Mike request taxi to the gate. Cessna, Juliet, India. My taxi to gate 19er using taxiway Alpha.
And let me see if I can do this. I wonder if this works there. Boink.
Taxiing to gate 19er via taxiway Alpha Cessna, Juliet.
I just kind of
India,
wonder
Mike.
if, you know, you go to Chicago here or Frankfurt or something like that, if this thing would actually get you to your gate. Know which ones Microsoft will let you bring it a fuel truck to you. I got full fuel. I like to fly with lots of gas. Just kind of curious what this does here. I noticed something that when it parks, it immediately shuts you down and calls it a log, so that's good. There's your fuel box right there. Interesting. Oh, it's got a terminal. Look at that. That's what it said. It said park to the gate. Huh. I'll take that. See what happens here. And it wasn't general parking, wasn't an option. That was all I have. Jetway connection. Well, let's see what it looks like. Let's see what this little Cessna looks like with a gateway plugged in its something. Never seen one before. This is what AI does. Give a little gas or AI. RPMs are slowly going up. 14, 15, 17, 18. That's pretty cool though. Okay. Let's see what the connection looks like. Let's see what the jetway looks like in a 172. Cool. Hold it. Alright, so let's look what if he's going to totally shut it down. Yep, he did. Alright, let's see if I can still call for a jetway. Here. Ah, okay, so the AI turned it off. Let me turn the AI. He turned himself off. Okay, well, let me let me turn the electrical system on. I want to see what the jetway looks like. Turn everything back on. Okay, turn the beacon off. Don't need that. Don't need a fuel pump. Okay, let's see what ATC looks like here. There it is. Tune request departure. Oh, wait a minute. Fueling options. Oh, I don't get the ground services. Request jetway.
Test. Okay.
Ah, let's see what this looks like. Jetway connection in a 172.
Obregon ground, Cessna Juliet India Mike. Could you please connect the jetway to the aircraft?
Cessna Juliet India Mike, we can't connect the jetway to the aircraft. Please retry later.
Okay. Okay. Awesome. So I'm going to go on and fill up for the next flight.
Obregon ground, Cessna Juliet India. Mike, could you please send a fuel truck?
Cessna Juliet India Mike, a fuel truck is on the road.
Okay. All right, guys. So this was a flight from Hermosillo down to where we are now. Obregon. That one right there. And it's pretty cool flight. Nice clear weather. Flying through the mountains was interesting. I'm learning my GPS. And that is it. Oh, here comes a fuel truck. So I do have a Twitter. I'm going to post these on YouTube. And if you want me to, with this flight, I'm going to probably go south a little bit more down Mexico before I head east in. There's a point of interest over on the east coast of Mexico, but I think I'm going to go south another airport, following the coastline down before I head east. So if you all know of something to go fly and see, go fly over your house or town or something like that, let me know. And I'll do it. Okay, look at that. Fill me up. 100%. Full fuel. Okay. I take all the fuel I can. It's free. Okay, good. So that's going to do it for us tonight. How long the truck stays there? That is really cool. I'm all filled up. He just ran over the little cone there. Look at that smash. Oh, maybe he just pivoted around it. Alrighty, well, thanks for flying with us. It was pretty cool. Get this, is we're going to fly around the world in this little plane. It can be done. I've done a couple of the ocean transfers without cheating. I just fly at about 12,000 feet, leaning out. Anyway, we're going to fly around the world with this. We're heading from Arizona through Mexico down to South America. We're going to come back up, hit the Bahamas, come up Florida, East Coast, and head across from the East Coast. So join us on the next flight. I'll post on Twitter when the next flight will be. And I'm going to stream it right now. I'm not streaming because I don't know why. I don't have enough bandwidth. I think. Last time I tried to stream it, it kept yelling and screaming. I'm kind of out in the boonies here, so hopefully Elon will be here pretty soon. All right, you guys, it was fun. Thank you. and we will check you out on the next flight.